Kaman kamayati kami jadartham yah purushaha savai dehastu parakyo bhanguro jati upeti cha. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. A living entity desires comfort for his body and makes many plans for this purpose. But actually the body is the property of others. Indeed, the perishable body embraces the living entity and then leaves him aside. One desires comfort for his body and tries to make a suitable situation for this purpose, forgetting that the body is meant to be eaten by dogs, jackals or moths and thus turned into useless stool, ashes or earth. The living entity wastes his time in a futile attempt to gain material possessions for the comfort of one body to another. This material body here the living entity possesses is very dear to him. He always desires material comfort, material happiness. Therefore, he makes many plans for that purpose. But this body is the property of others. This body is not property of yours. No, Prahlad Maharaj says so, but what do you think? You think this is my body, this is my property, isn't it? Everybody thinks so. But Prahlad Maharaj says this body is the property of others. Whose property is it?
Animal, jackal.
When the body perishes, then the animals, jackals, dogs eat it. As long as body is alive, whose property it is.
Everybody thinks my property.
Everybody thinks my property, but that thinking is not correct. But Prahlad Maharaj says the body is the property of others. So whose property it is?
Other living entities.
Nonsense. Other living entities, that's a fact when the body is dead, isn't it? But as long as it is alive, whose property it is? Gopikanta? It's not. It's others. It's plural number, not singular. But it says, the property of others, plural number, not singular. You say Krishna. Is Krishna singular? Is Krishna plural? Then, yes.
Property of others, so-called relative.
Yes. The property of the parents, they have given birth to this body, isn't it? The wife thinks this body is property of mine, she wants to enjoy it, isn't it? As you say, your so-called relatives, friends, kith and kin, they think body is ours. We can get some gain out of this property, this body, isn't it? So, Prahlad Maharaj says this body is the property of others, isn't it? It is not property of the individual soul that possesses the body. But the conditioned soul thinks that this is my property and he desires comfort for this property, for this body, and tries to make a suitable situation for this purpose, isn't it? But when this body, this is bhanguro, it is stated here, savai dehastu parakyo bhanguro. Bhanguro means perishable. You understand? Any movement, it can be perished. You understand? It will go away, dead, finished. There is no certainty. But the living entity is so attached to this body. It makes so many plans for it. Why? It's so foolish that it does so. But it cannot keep this body all alone, always. And in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and all Vedic scriptures, it's very clearly stated that living entity is changing body one after another. And this body is also changing in every movement. Omaram dehino asmin yatha dehe omaram jogunam jara tatha dehantara prapte dhirastatra mamuyati. Bhagavad Gita Krishna says, you know that verse, but it's English translation.
As embodied soul passes continuously into this body, change constantly into this body. Similarly, at the time of death,
Kaumaram Joganam Jara.
Yes, from childhood, youth, and old age.
Old age.
Similarly, the soul changes into another body at the time of death.
Yes. Dhiras tatra na muhyati.
But the sage,
learned persons,
learned person shouldn't be disturbed by such change.
Such change. Yes. They know this is the nature of this body. And we are not this body, we are spirit souls. Gita says, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam says, Nānyate anyamani sarire. So many things. Nānyate anyamani sarire. You understand? Body is dead, but the soul is never dead. It's eternal. Body is not eternal, but the soul is eternal. Isn't it? Nānyate anyamani sarire. That Gita says. Isn't it? So, the Buddha, the learned person or wise man, who knows this, he never laments for the change of this body. And he never attached to this body. Rather, as long as this body is there, and he knows that this body is meant for others, and especially, this is the property, factually, of Krishna. You understand? So this should be utilized for Krishna's service. And that is the proper utilization of this body. You understand? One is intelligent, one who is wise, he does so. He utilizes this body for the service of Krishna. And he knows that this body is short-lived, any moment it will finish, it will perish. So it's better to utilize it for the service of Krishna. That is the proper use. And this Manava Janma, as we say, is Durlabham. Is very rarely obtained. Durlabham Manusum Janmam. Why it is said Durlabha?
Durlabha means rare, very rare.
Why it is said so?
Because for obtaining this material, human form of life, one must undergo through 84 life species of life.
Therefore Durlabha?
And then to achieve this human form of life is not something.
That's a fact, but it's not Durlabha for that purpose. For that reason.
It means this human form of life
is Arthada. Labdha Sudurlabha Idam Bahusham Bhavanti. Manusya Marthada Manitya Mapiya Dhira. 11th canto. Bhagavatam says so. After undergoing so many lakhs of species of life, you have obtained this rarely obtainable human form of body. You understand? Human body. And it is only in the time, at any moment, it will go out. It will perish. Kanabhangura, as it is said here. But it is orthodox. That means this body, through this body, as long as you are in this body, you can get that paramartha. You understand? Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. These four we say, four purusarthas. You understand? And above that, fifth one is paramartha. That is Krishna bhakti. You understand? And through this human body, only this Krishna bhakti is obtained, not through other bodies. Therefore it is known as what? Orthodox. You understand? And therefore it is known as Durlabha. We say Durlabha, rarely obtained. But like Prahlad Maharaj and other devotees, bhaktas, mahajanas, sadhus, they see that these conditioned souls don't know this. They are always making so many plans, trying their best, so many ways they try to get comfort, pleasure from this body. But they are defeated. Yesterday we were discussing that thing. They cannot get any pleasure and happiness, rather they get distress again and again. So they are so much attached to this body, and they are also so much attached to this so-called this material world. Their family, their friends, their wife, their children, their property. You understand? They are attached to it. They say, in other words, sansara. You understand? That is their sansara, their world. But in the long run, or eventually, what do they get? They get only nature. And they find there are so many problems, many problems, innumerable problems, isn't it? And his so-called wife, children, family, nobody can give him pleasure. You understand? So there is a nice song written by Maharaja, sadhus, who was that song, Bhakti-Vinod. You know that song?
I hear once.
You find that song?
After sing.
No. The other day we sang.
You gave me yesterday.
You gave me. So now can you sing? Yeah, practicing. Right. But this is a nice song. Durlabha manava janma loviya sansare. Durlabha manava janma loviya sansare. Krishna bodhinu dukho ohi bhukare. Krishna bodhinu dukho ohi bhukare. Sansar kare piche gelo kalo. Sansar kare piche gelo kalo. 이거 본디나 대허게 허걸었다리 진가오미로도 대허게 허걸었다리 दुर्लभ मानव जन्म लभिया संसारे कृष्ण नाम भजिनु दुख कहिब कहानी. Those are sadhus, devotees, Mahajanas. They see that this fellow, Nruhari, has obtained Manav Janma, human form of body, human life, which is rarely obtainable, but he is not doing Krishna bhajan. Huh? Running after bodily comforts. Huh? Not doing Krishna bhajan. These sadhus, they lament for it. Oh, they lament for it. Huh? This is really distress, dukha. You understand? Because attaining such a rarely obtainable body, full of man of janma, this person is not doing Krishna bhajan. You understand? संसार करे मिच्छे गेलो काल लावना पहिलो किछु घटिलो दुनिया. Is passing away his time, his lifetime. Sansar, 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 sansar. You understand? My wife, my children, my family, my friends, my land, my all this. Well, he is a sansar. So much attached. Just wasting his time. But what is the benefit? What gain? Nothing. Rather, roti lo dunya. You will come so many problems. You understand? Isn't it? কিসের সংসার এই ছায়াবাদী প্রায় ইহাতে মমতা করি দুঃখা দিন যায়। What sort of সংসার is it? Like ছায়াবাদী, cinema show, TV show. You understand? It's like TV show. Cinema show. It's like that. ইহাতে মমতা করি দুঃখা দিন যায়। And this builder so ignorant. So the living entity is attached too much with this samsara and wasting his time. You understand? এ দেহ পতন হলে কি করে আমার দেহ সুখ নাই দিবে পুত্র পরিবার। This body must perish one day. জাতস্যই ধ্রুব মৃত্যু। Gita says, isn't it? You know that? Jatasyai dhruva mrityu.
It's very difficult.
Mrityu is dhruva, as sure as death. Death is sure, isn't it? One was taken back, must die one day. So, এদের পতন হলে কি করে হবে? When this body is dead. What benefit will we give? কেহ সুখ নাই দিবে পুত্র পরিবার। His sons, his wife, his children, his family, nobody will give him pleasure. Can anybody? No. Isn't it? But he is so much attached to it. Isn't it, Allah? Will your wife give you happiness? Will your family man give you happiness? Will your children give you happiness? Nobody will give you happiness. You understand? Kya sukha nahi dibe. Putra parivar, the son and family. Nobody will give you happiness. You understand? What? It's a law. Dili ka laddu jo kaya wo postaya, no kaya wo postaya. One was tested dili ka laddu, he laments. One was not tested like you, he also laments. It is such a thing. Do you understand? Here Maharaja says, Yaho sukha nahi dibe putra parivar. The son, the family, wife, nobody will give him pleasure. গর্দবের মতো আমি করি পরিশ্রম কার লাগে অত বড় মাগি ছিল like an ass. You are toiling so hard. Isn't it? Man is toiling so hard like an ass. But for whom are you toiling so hard? You don't know it? Now বুঝছিল bro? You understand? কার লাগে অত বড়? For whom are you toiling? For what purpose are you toiling? Sense enjoyment. Is it really enjoyment? No. There is also the bhoga. Dukha donoyo evote, Gita says. The outcome of that sense enjoyment is dukha, misery. Then why are you toiling? It is foolishness, isn't it? দিনো যায় মিছা কাজে নিশা নিদ্রা বসে নাহি ভাবি মরণ নিকটে আছে বসে The daytime is wasted. How?
By
Micha kaje. By engaging yourself in so many works. You understand? Huh? And the night time is spent in sleeping and meditating. Isn't it? In this way we are wasting time, isn't it? Prahlad. In Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam also it is said, Nidra hyati nattam vyavayena chava vaya diva charte hoya rajan kutumbo bharanena va deha patyo palotra visu atma sannesu asatsu api te sankramatva nidanam pasyannapi na pasyati. You know that one? You know this verse? Huh?
I know the idea.
Idea. Have you heard it ever? Oh, what does it mean?
Can know exactly the word.
Nidra hyate nattam devayena tavavaya. Night is spent in sleeping, mating. Our lifetime, duration of life is spent in this way. Diva charte hoya rajan kutumbo bharanena va. Daytime is spent earning money for maintenance of kutumbo family, isn't it? Toiling hard, working hard like an ass. Jaha patyo kolatradisu atma sanyasu asat sutta. This body, kolatra, wife, children, those who are related to this body, kith and kin, these are all also perishable, not eternal, isn't it? Temporary. Tesam pramatva nidhanam pasyannapi na pasyati. He sees his father dies, his wife dies, his friend dies, isn't it? But it's so foolish that he says, oh, they die, I won't die. I will live. This is wonderful. Kimasarjam. Anyani bhutani gachanti jamamandiram sesa jivitumicchanti kimasarjam atapara. Dharmavaka asked 4 questions out of this kimasarjam. What is wonderful? This is my answer this thing. Anyani bhutani gachanti jamamandiram sesa jivitumicchanti kimasarjam atapara. Every day, only means every day, we see many people are dying, going to the abode of Dhamaraj. Muruhari sees this thing. He thinks, oh, he dies, I won't die. I will live, I won't die. And this is wonderful. Is there anything wonderful, more wonderful than this? This is kimasarjam natapara. You understand? Tesam pramatva nidhanam pasyannapi na pasyati. He says all are dying. He sees it, but he cannot see it. He is so mad at it. So attached to it. His body and persons or things related to this body. You understand? Vinodaya micha kaje nisa nidra boshe. Nahi bhabi moron nikote achi boshe. The daytime is spent like this. Futile work, activity. And night time is spent in sleeping and mating. But he doesn't think, he cannot think the death is approaching. Death is sitting beside you. Isn't it? The foolish person doesn't think so. Bhalo mondo khai heri pori chinta hino nahi bhabi ye deho charibo kon dino. It's very nicely. Palatable food, and put some nice clothes, see nice, beautiful object things, not thinking that you'll die, not thinking of day will come when I have to leave this body, not thinking of it. You understand? দেহ গেহ কলত্রাদি চিন্তা অবিরত জাগিছে হৃদয়ে মোর বুদ্ধি করি হতো is always thinking of what? Foolish person always thinks of what?
How to eat nicely.
He thinks of this, his body, his home, his wife, his children, his family, all this. Thoughts. You understand? Always he thinks like about all these things. You understand? Jagiche hrudaye moro buddhi kori hoto. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, these thoughts are there in me, in my mind, and all my intelligence is lost. You understand? হায় হায় নাই ভাবি অনিত্য এ সব জীবন বিগতে কোথা রইবে বই alas he cannot think that is all anitya, it's all perishable, temporary. You understand? জীবন বিগতে কোথা রইবে বই when this body is finished? Is there any relationship? It's all finished. শ্মশানে শরীর মম পড়িয়া রহিবে বিহঙ্গ পতঙ্গ তার বিহার করিবে. And this body is dead. It will be carried to the crematorium. You understand? Shmashan. And lying there. The swans, the jackals, the vultures, the birds, so many worms, insects, they will eat it. You understand? And the swans and dogs and jackals, they will feast, they will make feast for this body. You understand? It is feasting in that part. Gosthava koriya amar deho loya. You understand? যে দেহর এই গতি তার অনুগত সংসার বৈভব আর বন্ধু অনুগত. This is the lot of this body, you see. This is the ultimate destination of this body, the result of this body. And the persons, those who are related to this body, you understand? Got to speak of them. This body and the relatives, those are related to this body, the wife, children, so-called friends, and the possessions of this body, bank balance, nice house, isn't it? All these things. Will they get? Will they give you any pleasure? Nobody can give you any pleasure. অতএব মায়ামোহ ছাড়ি বুদ্ধিমান নিত্য তত্ত্ব কৃষ্ণ ভক্তি করুন সন্ধান. So buddhiman, one who is intelligent, he should give up this maya moha, this delusion. You understand? This attachment to this perishable body and the things and persons related to this body. Should give up such attachment. Then what shall he do? Nitya tattva Krishna bhakti karuna sandhan. Only Krishna bhakti is eternal, nitya tattva. He should search about. You understand? This is a nice song. And that is also stated here. Everyone desires comfort for his body and tries to make a suitable situation for this purpose, forgetting that the body is meant to be eaten by dogs, jackals, moths, and dustbins, grasses, useless stone. যে দেহর এই গতি. You understand? And ignorant fool person is so much attached to this body. You understand? Maharaja says, all Mahajanas say so. Idam sariram satasandhi jarjaram. Many times, many nice things are there, verses are there. said about this perishable body. You understand? Idam sariram satasandhi jarjaram. Then, what is that? You see, do you know all these things? No hurry. Huh? Yeah?
From you.
You should know. These are very nice things, you see. One should know all these things, should realize these things, and should give up all this false attachment. And he will be only attached to the lotus feet of Krishna. Development, only attachment for Krishna. You understand?
With no strength.
What do you say?
No strength.
No strength. You have such a strong body and you have no strength. What do you say?
Different. Spiritual strength. Spiritual strength.
Oh, spiritual strength. That is the real strength. Actual strength. Isn't it?
Yes. Missing.
That is missing. But you must search for God. You must search for it. How can I get it? Isn't it? You must be very eager for it. How can I get it? Isn't it? Are you eager? Are you eager?
Yes.
So, if someone is eager, he can get it. Paramatma, the super soul, who is inside the heart, makes arrangement for it. You understand?
Not eager, but I'm trying how to become eager.
You must be eager. You develop it. You should develop such eagerness. You understand? But we were yesterday saying about this attachment and detachment. We should not be attached to this spiritual body or material comforts and material happiness. Only develop attachment was the lotus feet of Krishna. Isn't it? In other words, we should be very eager how will be renunciate. How we can renounce all these things. This renunciation, this vairagya, detachment of renunciation is most important. But this Prahlad Maharaj says also that this so-called attached person cannot renounce all these things. It's very difficult on his part to renounce these things. He's always thinking, how can I renounce? How can I give it up? What he is thinking, do you know? You don't know? This Prahlad Maharaj instruction. Kadham priyaya anukompitaya sangam rahasyam ruchirasya mantram sotsu tasneha sita sisuna karakharanam anurakta chitta Jagat kosastu vivehomana karmani lobhada vitrutta kama aupast jeham bahumanyamana katham virajate duranta doha. You know, it's very nice. You know it? You should know it, then take lessons. So give up that sort of hankering. How can I taste it? Dilli cannot do. Isn't it? Katham priyaya anukampitaya sangam rahasyam ruchirasya mantra. Oh, the sages, the sadhus say so, the shastra says so. Give up your attachment towards this body, attachment towards this body, and the persons related to this body, your wife, your children, all these things, and most dear is wife, isn't it? And be renunciate. Only develop only attachment towards the lotus feet of Krishna. In other words, become vairagi, become detached, become renunciate. You understand? But the person thinks, Katham priyaya anukampitaya sangam rasya ruchirastamanta susutta sneha sita sisunang kalakharanang anurakta chitta. Oh, how can I give up that attachment? It's always peeping into my mind. What peeping? Priyaya anukampitaya sangaurasya ruchirasta mantra. My dear wife. The thought of my dear wife is peeping into my mind. Is smiling, his sweet voice, her smiling, her sweet voice. You understand? Her nice dealings. You understand? Her jokings. Isn't it Pralad? All these things are peeping in my mind. How can I forget all these things? How can I forget all these things? Again, Susuta sneha sita sisuna kalakharana anurakta chitta. And the small children, those are small children, small babies, small children. So their thoughts also, and their voice also, is very nice to hear. Kalakharanang anurakta chitta. The small baby child comes, oh, daddy, please take me. Oh, many. How can I forget all these things? You understand? Tejat kosastuti vehomana karmani lobhat avitrupto kam. Aupasta jeham bahumanna mana kafum virasyate. Duranta moha. This duranta moha. Very difficult to keep it up. Avitrupto kama. Kama means material desire. It cannot be satiated. Is it satiated? He says no. You? What do you say?
No.
No. You want to have it?
No.
No. That's also no, and this also no. Avitrupto kamo, you see, unsatiated, material desire, you see. However, whatever you may gain, however much you may gain, still it is unsatisfied, isn't it? Not satisfied. Material desire is like that. Upasta devam bahumanyamana katham virajante duranta. Upasta jiva. You understand? Jiva means stone. Upasta means genital. You understand? The wife gives pleasure to both these two senses mostly. Cooks nice food. And just gives, my dear husband, please sit down, take and taste it. Sits beside you. Have you experienced? Nori is thinking, let me have this experience. This silly cannot. Understand? She gives those very palatable dishes, prepares, and he sits beside the husband and feeds him. Do you understand? This is giving pleasure to tongue, jihum. Then upastha indriya, genitals. Then it gives pleasure to genitals at night. Do you understand? Sexual intercourse. You see? This is very difficult to do. Isn't it, Srila? Srila says yes. Bahumannamana katham pirajante turanta moha. How can I give up all these things and become a renunciate? It's impossible. Huh? It's quite impossible, you see. The Lord Maharaj says so nice things, huh? But what is the benefit? What is the ultimate gain? Only misery. No comfort at all, no happiness, no pleasure at all. Isn't it? And we are attached to these things. We are attached to all these things. How foolish we are. One must know it. You understand? That Prahlad Maharaj says here. So, our only business is to develop attachment towards the lotus feet of Krishna. No other. In Bihar, you understand? Falgu river. Huh? You'll find that river is dry. No water. It's all dry. But you just dig a very small hole and just in its sand, you get so much water inside. You understand? But outwardly it looks dry. But water is inside, much water. You understand? Similarly, those who are so-called vairagis, renunciates, they have put on dress of a vairagi, dress of a renunciate, as if they have renounced everything, but this is outward so. But inside, in their heart, so many material desires are there. So many, you see, like Falgu, the river. Outwardly dry, but inside so much water. Outwardly renunciate, vairagi, but inside so many material desires. This is known as Falgu-vairagya. Rupa Goswami says this is known as Falgu-vairagya. Prapanchikataya buddhya harisamandhi vastuno mumukshuva parityago vairagyo pramukhatyate. You understand? Rupa Goswami has said, do you know this? This is Falgu-vairagya. Not really vairagya. It's deceptive vairagya. You understand? Those vairagis, they give up everything saying, this is Maya, this tape recorder is Maya, this is Maya, this house is Maya, this palatial building is Maya, this samsara is Maya, give up all these things. You understand? Mumukshuva parityago. Vairagyam Falgu Bhaktyate. You understand? Prapanchikataya buddhya. They say this is Maya. They give up everything and go to the forest with a kopi. And there, this sort of vairagya is Falgu vairagya. Outwardly they are vairagis, but inwardly, inside, so many material desires. It's not real vairagya. Real vairagya is Yukta-vairagya. There are two types of vairagya. Falgu-vairagya and Yukta-vairagya. Anasaktasya vishayan jadharo mupajunjato nirbandha krishna samandhe Yukta-vairagya uchyate. Do you understand? Rupa Goswami says this. This is Yukta-vairagya. He has everything. He has material possessions. He has wife, children, The person has everything, material enjoyment, material wealth, do you understand? But he is not attached. He is not attached. Like Raja Janak, many say so, and is Raja Janak, King Janak is an ideal example. You understand? He was king, but he was not attached. Very, very detached. You understand? Anasaktasya vishayam jatharam upajunjat nirbandha krishna samande yukta-vairagya uchyate. He is never attached to all these things. Jatharam upajunjat. You know, what does it mean? In Gita there is similar verse also. That Gita re ଅଛି ସେ ତଦ୍ରୁପ ଶ୍ଲୋକ no. तुम्हें पहचानना तो खरा हम चिट्ठी लिखते कौन युक्त कर्म फलम त्यक्त शांति आपनोति नैष्ठिकी about that Yukta vairagya. He has everything, but he is never attached to it. His wife, his children, his property, his bank balance, his material wealth, material enjoyment, everything. But he is not attached to it. He is only attached to the lotus feet of Krishna. You understand? And Jatharam upajunjata. He utilizes all these things in the service of Krishna. That means he offers everything to Krishna. As we offer prasad to Krishna. And we get his mercy. What Krishna gives. Similarly, he offers, utilizes everything for Krishna. In other words, he engages everything, or utilizes everything in Jagya karma. You understand? Jagya sistaskinas muchante sarvakir vishay. You understand? So, utilize everything in Jagya karma. Jagya Purush, Bhagavan Vishnu, Krishna, for his satisfaction and pleasure, and the remnants of that Jagya, you just take it. Then there will be no kilvisa, no path, no sin. You understand? One who does like that is Yukta-vairagya. You understand?
Maharaj, he seeks for Swami, but that didn't